everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to discuss such kind of phrases and also the meaning of that phrases and how they are used in the sentence, some kind of common universally truth kind of phrases. So what is called as a phrase actually? Can you people have any guess notes upon it, like what is a phrase? Phrase, what actually the word indicates, what is the meaning of the word, what actually are phrases, are they the complete sentences or a kind of short expression notes, are these words to that extent with expresses a lot and lot, just like bluffing it? Phrase, what actually is it? Let's know in this video. What is a phrase? Phrases or a phrase are a group of words which actually forms a kind of concept or a conceptual unit which does not form a complete sentence, but yet in spite of not forming a complete sentence, but still it forms at least a sort of expression of exhibiting it. So what kind of idea have you got from my saying is that phrase is a kind of word which actually defines as a group of words which actually forms a kind of meaning in the form of conceptual point of view. It defines a concept, a conceptual unit, but it won't signify a complete sense in the sentence. Sentence, see people, sentence is different. Sentences are a group of words which are shaped to give or to illustrate in a meaningful way. They are not short form of expressions. They are sentences which actually we use on a daily basis understandably, with complete expressions hidden in it, with some sort of meaning which actually get framed in a sentence. But phrase is a kind of word which actually signifies as, what is a phrase? When someone asks you, say it, a group of words which actually refer to a conceptual point of view, but it won't prepare or it won't form a complete sentence. It actually forms a conceptual unit but limited to a shortest expression, does not define elongatedly. Okay, so this is a phrase. So let's learn some of the exemplar phrases to give you ample idea of what is phrase, how to use phrase, what are the meanings of phrases. So let's know what is a phrase. We have already known it. So let's move to the words about what kind of phrases are written. Group of words, okay, with short form of expressions. I have enlisted or summarized some kind of phrases. Let's move on to the phrases. Phrase number 1, okay. To keep hanging out. Sentence can be formed as, most of the students in our college keep hanging about the campus even after the completion of classes. Hang about means being freeing about after a sort of interval. Hanging about with friends or colleagues, having a kind of gossip time. Okay, to keep hanging about, which means most of the students in our college or school are keeping hanging about even after the completion of the classes. So I hope you're understanding the way I'm speaking. Okay, next phrase, to be well off, means to be very comfortable in the situation you are in, to be in a very comfort zone, to be in a very comfort circumstances. Okay, so to be well off, which can be framed in a sentence as, despite being so well off, she thinks twice before she is spending a penny or money. Okay, despite being so well off, she thinks a lot about spending even a rupee. Okay, next phrase, do something to death, which means to overuse an idea, Means if I won't spill off my concept today, I will reach to the death level. It has to be done anyhow. That is what the phrase sounds like, with some concept and meaning in it. But it is not forming a complete sentence or sense. It is the shortest form of expression, like how I am saying. I am expressing my view that this concept should be spilt in front of you people, in front of you all people, in front of you all audience in this video only. Until it is done for today, I will get to the death level. That means doing something to death. That unless it happens, doing it, struggling it, and running back of it. That is. So when it is used in sentence, the idea of setting up a shop in a locality has to be done to death. Has been done to death. So the idea of setting up a shop in locality is to such an extent that there won't be any kind of shops or any kind of groceries or whatever kind of available there. It's a kind of very rural, very remote area. Okay, nothing is available over there. So anyhow, putting up of a shop over there is anyhow to be done. Anyhow, it has to be done. So that is the meaning. So next phrase, making something over. Making something over, which means to transfer the ownership of, means to transfer something that you have with you to some other person who is actually eligible, and you need to transfer to that person. That means it. So what, when it sounds or it is inserted in a sentence, what sort of sentence it get framed? Let's watch up. I want to make over my property to my daughter. I want to make up my property to daughter. Make the ownership shift to one person, to parents to daughter. Okay. Next phrase. To blow one's own trumpet means to boast. He keeps on blowing his own trumpet and in the process makes a fool of himself. He does this thing a lot and lot, that he will be left as a fool at the end. That why he is doing, even he doesn't know. So that is the meaning of the sentence, and the sentence also I have spoken now. Hope you have written it. Next word, next phrase. A bolt from a blue, an unexpected disaster. So unexpectedly the accident has taken place. A disaster, right? It is unexpected. You are astonished to find such kind of accident that it is deliberately done today or happened today. So you are not known of it and it has been happened. Okay, that is the meaning of it. So a bolt from the blue, an unexpected disaster. The news of his brother's death was a bolt from the blue for him. Means an unexpected disaster which is not known and it has taken place. So that is a sentence when it is framed like it. Next phrase, to cry over a spilt drop of water. To cry over, to feel very sorry for what has been already happened. It cannot be rectified, and feeling very much sorry and guilt of what has been happened. So let's see, when it is inserted in a kind of sentence, what kind of sensible sentence. Over a spilt drop of water, to feel very sorry about, to feel very guilt about. So repenting after failing in the examination is just like crying over a spilt drop of water. Means everything is done and nothing left to be done. Then you have to say the word like, to cry over a spilt drop of water. Nothing is to be done. Nothing is left to be done. You are very much sorry and guilt of what you are doing now. Then it is said as phrase. To die hard is the next phrase, which means to change or disappear very slowly. To change a lot. You have changed a lot. You have transformed a lot. Okay, to die hard, up to that level. Okay, when it is inserted in a sentence, old habits die hard. Old habits, it's very hard to actually unfollow such kind of habits which has been coming from ancient years or ancient times or from very much past days. It is very hard to quit them. Okay, he is smoking from such a long time that it is very hard, to that extent that it is to die hard level. Okay, this is a sentence. Next phrase. To go up in smoke means to fail. All his proposals have gone up in smoke for want of popular support. All his proposals have failed or gone up in smoke for want of popular support. Okay, I hope you're understanding. Next phrase, to go to cut for to cut a sorry figure, to make a very poor impression. He, instead of making his good impression, he is cutting out a sorry figure, which means he is making very poor impression that he will surely lose a job, he won't get it. When it is inserted in a sentence, she cut a sorry figure when she could not speak a correct English in front of the teachers. That's it. You also, when you are a basic learner and could not able to learn and not interested to learn, you will also cut a sorry figure instead of learn. If you won't learn English language properly, if you won't make it a habit of making it a native language, when you ain't doing of it, then you will obviously feel very sorry of cutting a sorry figure out of it in front of the public or audience. Next phrase, to hang in the balance, means to undecide. You cannot able to decide what is best out of two. You are keeping simply the leg on the two boats and draining instead in the water. You are not okay with the kind of choice you have made. You are moving with two heads headed to both the points or poles. So it won't happen. You will never work out like this. You have to choose any one of it, but you are staying undecided at that moment. To hang in the balance, the fate of the accused will hang in balance till the court resumes its proceedings. Okay, this sentence makes a sensible insert of the phrase, which is a shortest form of expression with conceptual point of view, and it has to be written in a sentence, and it makes a meaningful sentence like it. So, well, when we go to the next sentence or next phrase, to move heaven and earth means to do all that can be done, means to work at your best level, to give your 100%. I have worked and revised this exercise to that level that I can write in exams to that extent, which sounds like to move heaven and earth. Means I prepare to that level that I can shape both of it. To that level I have accomplished the paper and prepared my for the exams. Okay, let's see the sentence. He moved heaven and earth to see his son married to the industrialist daughter. This is a sentence. Next phrase, to see eye to eye with means to agree the proposal. To agree with whatever I am saying. You are agree to whatever I say, what concept I utter in this video. Then you to see, you can use expression to see eye to eye with. The manager and the accountant do not see eye to eye at the time when the accounts are prepared. The manager and the accountant won't see or do not see eye to eye at the time when the accounts are prepared. Okay, this kind of sentences can be framed. Next phrase, to play ducks and drakes means to waste immense time, to waste something. The young man played ducks and drakes with his inherited money. He have wasted a lot. Instead of using that, you can use simply the phrase to play ducks and drakes. Okay. Next phrase, to have too many irons in the fire. To have too many irons in the fire means to be doing too many things at a time. To do so many things, okay, which you cannot do but at a time. You are doing it. You are compelled to do it at a time. So the sentence can be framed as studying, working, looking after the house at the same time means it has too many irons in the fire. All the works cannot be done at a time, right? So when all the works are done at a time, then it can be said as to have too many irons in the fire. Next phrase, a storm in a teacup, which means storm in a teacup, which means used derisively to indicate a great fuss about a trifle. A great fuss about a trifle. Learn it, note it down, don't nod the heads. Okay. Next, the phrase when inserted in a kind of sentence to actually prove it as meaningful sense, then it can be said as a fight in the bus for a window seat is like raising a storm in a teacup. Means no one is agreeing, but a fight is ongoing, the argument is ongoing, which is not controlling at all. Hence it is said in the meaning as used derisively to indicate a great fuss about a trifle. Next phrase, to be at the zenith of, means to be at the highest point of fame and glory. Most of the YouTubers have reached to the level of fame and glory. For example, I have seen and I have also subscribed and learning most of my concepts from the YouTuber Elena Rice. So she is such a YouTuber with millions of subscribers and lakhs of views and thousands or lakhs of likes in her channel. So that kind of YouTuber is at the peak level, to the highest point, to be at the zenith of. Dhoni or Elena Rice has been at the zenith of his career for the past couple of years. Okay, you can use such high personality who deserves this kind of greatness by saying to be at the zenith of, working after a couple of years or months. Next phrase, at death's door, means about to die. Okay, let's see the sentence. Her grandfather is at the death doors, so we must go and see him once. Okay, easy sentence, you can note it down or frame any sentence of your own. Next phrase, an old flame means former, some sweet person or a kind of former person on whom you were interested previously. Okay, she was an old flame of my brother. Okay, she or he was an old flame of my sister. Okay, next phrase, gate crasher, uninvited guest. If you are an uninvited guest for any occasion, then you are a gate crasher. Remember guys, you are a great gate crasher. See up the sentence like, sorry for gate crashing like this, but we could not help it out. Okay, next phrase, a square deal means justice, having a justice of something, means all round taking a justice of each and every person hidden in that concept. Okay, or in that kind of quest. So let's see what is written. The youth of the country must be given a square deal by the government. Means equal kind of opportunities, equal kind of deals to each and everyone, solving each and attaining each edge level. Next phrase, to save one's skin. To save one's skin. Yes, you people, you are hearing it correct. To save one's skin. Okay, skin. To manage or avoid harm of or injury. To manage, to avoid harm or injury. Let's see up the sentence. Most of the invigilators do not check the student from using unfair means, as they only concerned about saving their skin. Okay, most of the invigilators do not check the student from using unfair means in examinations, as they only concerned about saving their skin. Okay, this kind of phrases can be attentively used. An iron will is another phrase, for example. What is the meaning? Strong determination. Our Prime Minister has shown that he has an iron will, a correct, apt will, which crosses all the boundaries with his will and determination, and he solves magically all the problems. So he has an iron will, a stiff will, a will which cannot be broken with any kind of comment or compliment. any kind of thing that can be done with will and determination. If there is a will, there is a way, right? That is almost linked to this kind of meaning of phrase. So this kind of phrases you can list on a piece of paper. Write simply this unique concepts which actually have short expression hidden in it, and also you have to frame meanings out of it, that what it actually means. After knowing the meaning, it's very easy, right, to frame the sentence. Then my question and home task for you people is that make sentences or transform sentences of your own. Don't mug it out from the books you are seeing or reading, or from any channel, or from my channel even. You note it down, you summarize, but you find such kind of phrases, you know the meaning. Once you know the meaning, if it's complicated meaning you don't know, then leave it. If it's very simple meaning, it's okay to do it or okay to solve it, then you are very promptable to solve and transform and write the sentences in a sensible way. So your home task for today is solve this kind of exercises provided from me. Take a piece of paper, write only 5, not much, only 5 phrases. Okay, write meanings aside of it or under it, and frame a sort of sentence of your own saying such kind of meanings of the certain phrases. Okay, that too, choose certain kind of simple phrases so that you will be easy in constructing a sentence. Hard phrases, omit it, we will solve in next videos. Okay, this is a sort of home task for today for now. So leave me for now guys, and this is the end of the video. I hope you have understood my video at least a bit, and also learnt with me at least a sort of grammar, and also learnt a kind of words which are very terribly used and complicated to use and understand a bit. So I hope you have understood the words and also learnt at least a bit from it. So if you have learnt, then apply the home task I have provided you, and also take a screenshot of that comment from your page in which you have made workouts and post in the comment section below, so that I will see the comment and also appreciate your kind of trials. And if any comment comes in such a way that we cannot able to solve, cannot able to frame, then let me know that what kind of errors are hidden in your brain that are stopping you from learning English. So let me know and let us discuss again and again such kind of comments if they are. If they are not, then it's okay. So hope you will subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell button for getting further notification. If you're viewing it, make sure you will subscribe this channel. Also, give me an opportunity to grow my channel, to grow my content and to flourish my content, so that I may help some of the beginners at least for learning the language of English. So help me to grow my channel and also subscribe. And also if you like the video, and also don't forget to hit the like button. That's it for today. Thank you people.